Okay guys, we need to talk because WeTV just dropped a new teaser for the new season of Love During Lockup, and it looks like it's gonna be fire. And not only that, originally I had heard that the show wasn't gonna be on until January 31st, but it's actually gonna be on sooner than we thought. It's gonna be back on Friday, January 16th on WeTV. It will be streaming on All Reality, which is a streaming platform they just started up this year. It has thousands of hours of shows like Love After Lockup, Mama June, and other AMC shows. And so these are all the cast members who are dating the inmates, and these are the inmates that they are dating. Okay, so shout out to WeTV for sending me the press release so we can get to know these cast members together. First, we have Kaylee and Michael. So they're actually high school sweethearts. They're both from Phoenix, Arizona. And Kaylee is a 3-time divorcee, and Michael went to prison. They reconnected years later, and they're now married. And Michael's like, look, I love this girl to death, but she's terrible with money. And that really concerns him because he wants to get out and get his finances in order, but she is doing nothing but digging them both a deeper hole because she's taken out credit cards in both of their names, and she has maxed them out, and instead of paying off the debt, she has just been sending him more money and splurging on him in prison. And she sat down with her mom in the trailer, and she's like, yeah, Mom, so I told you I sent him $20,000, but it was actually $40,000. This next storyline is gonna be insane. So we have Emily and we have Justin. Emily's from Pennsylvania, and I guess Emily is a licensed professional hooker, and she works at this Bella's Lounge in Nevada, like one of those brothels where all the women stand up in their lingerie and high heels, and a guy walks in and picks the woman that he wants to take to the room and pay for services, kind of like, you know, the Bunny Ranch. I don't think that's still in operation, but they have other places similar to that out in Nevada. And they have the producers go to the brothel, film the whole process from the man picking Emily to taking her back to the bedroom. Then she's like, come here, daddy, and then she shuts the door and gets it on with this guy in exchange for money. And Justin said that, I mean, he's not really a big fan of it, but he knew what he was getting when he got with Emily. And he said learning to love someone like Emily who's in that line of work is really hard. And Emily is balancing so many things. She's a podcaster, she's this licensed hooker, she's a mother, and she is having this long distance relationship with Justin. And in her line of work, it's just been a constant source of tension for their relationship. And then they have even more issues after they find out that Justin isn't going to get out as soon as he thought because his parole ended up getting denied. Then Justin's grandmother and Kaylee decide to meet up. And Kaylee's in a confessional saying, hey, Grandma, I'm a hooker. And I really hope she didn't introduce herself like that. I mean, I don't know if that's something I'd say on the first meeting, but I mean, then again, that is also a big part of her life, and she's gonna have to either learn to accept that, or probably it'd just be a waste of time to continue to try to develop a relationship if she doesn't even know what she's getting herself into. But I don't think the family's gonna be as accepting of it as Justin may be. Then they have Emily meet up with 2 of Justin's exes, and things went south real quick. Next thing you know, the exes start throwing food at Emily. Emily threw something back at one of the exes and got one of the exes real good in the face. They all got each other real good, and Emily was pissed. She's like, catch me outside. Let's take this shit to the parking lot right now. And the exes revealed that Justin tragically passed away in July, just weeks, or it was either June or July, I think it was June actually, just weeks after they had wrapped up filming this season. Next we have Monique returning with a new man. So since her split, according to this press release, Monique has lost over 100 pounds. She relocated to Ohio, and she found herself a new man named Titus, and she's never met him in person. They have video chatted together, as I saw in the teaser. Titus wants to constantly keep tabs on Monique, and he said that he is unsure of his future with her. So I guess they're gonna see if they finally do decide to meet up with each other in person this season. And then we have a love triangle, which this looks like it's gonna be interesting. Damon is a self-proclaimed player, even during his prison sentence. So while he's been behind bars, he reconnected with his former hairstylist, Goddess, and they decided to get into this relationship. But the thing is, Goddess has no idea that Damon is still engaged to his baby mama, who has been faithfully waiting for him this whole time and is expecting Damon to get out and move in with her and their kids together. And so he's been juggling both women, and they have no idea about each other. They probably have no idea the other one even exists as they're filming. And then I guess when he gets out, he's going to decide where he finally goes. But the thing is, Bonita, his baby mama, she has some secrets of her own, because she has sold over $100,000 of Damon's stuff while he was behind bars. So I don't know how he's going to feel about that. Then we have Rich and Felicia. So Rich kept having dreams for years that he was in love with this woman that was in prison. So he's like, okay, let me see what these dreams are all about. And he decided to go online and look at different inmate profiles. And he came across this girl that looked exactly like this inmate girl that he was in love with in his dreams, named Felicia. So he reached out to her and they started talking. And Felicia, she's been in prison since she was 17. She hasn't known adulthood outside of prison, and she hasn't been in a relationship since she was a teenager. Meanwhile, Rick has lived a completely opposite life. He's been married, and the real test is that they can make things work despite all their differences once she gets out of prison. And then we have Aisha and Michael. So Aisha decided to go online, browse different inmate profiles. She said she went through over 500 different profiles before she finally set her eye on this big burly farmer guy named Michael. And he told her, hey baby, my release date is right around the corner, so we can really plan a future together. I think most women who are looking for inmate boyfriends are looking for men who have out dates relatively soon, preferably within the next few to 6 months, maybe a year tops. And he acted like he was going to be getting out really soon. So she decided to become super invested in Michael. Even though she's never met him, she was head over heels in love with Michael. But then her and her best friend decided to go on this road trip, and while they're on this road trip, they learn all this new tea on Michael, like about some of Michael's cases and this land he has, and some information about his family and some other secrets he's been hiding. They find out that he may not be getting out soon, and he may not be getting out for years. So there's a lot that sounds like Michael lied about, and now she's confused about the whole relationship because the guy she thought she knew isn't who she thought was Michael at all. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything.